Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to talk about something real quick here. Uh, Last night when I was laying down, I was just a barrage of thoughts came to my head, and it's usually the best ones that come to you at night. Like as soon as you lay down, it's like not when you're up, not when you're like doing anything. It's just like right when you lay down, like 10 minutes in, and then all of a sudden your mind starts racing and racing. Like it happens sometimes, but that night or yesterday, it was kind of wild because I was thinking about getting out of bed to like record a video real quick, but I was just so tired and I just couldn't do it. So here it is. I was thinking about alcohol and how bad it is on society. Like it's so fucked up. Like how bad alcohol actually is. I was doing my garbage picking job and I just find so many. The majority of the trash that I pick up, garbage wise, is alcohol things. So like the boxes of the twisted teas, you've got yourself just single beer cans, you've got alcohol booze bottles, and it's the big ones too. And it's everywhere, bro, like everywhere. I'd say 80% of that garbage out there, 80% or 75% is like booze. I'm not even kidding you. And then there's that like 1% you find like a needle or something. But yeah, anyway, it's not about needles this time. I'm just going to talk about the alcohol. So before, I used to struggle with alcohol, like COVID days. I used to drink a lot and it was just so unhealthy. I think a lot of people, they just kind of like broke down during that time, and how it just kind of fucked a lot of people up in like a weird way. But I noticed like so many people like gained a lot of weight. Like it was like, I called it COVID weight. And I think a lot of people did too. They called it like COVID weight. You gained it and you didn't even realize what was happening. Like you got fat, bro. I used to be like pre-COVID, I was like, I don't know, like 185. I'd say 185. I just got done, like I got hurt at a job and like I was doing like physio. And then we got a new place. After that, COVID came and we were locked down. We didn't have jobs. We didn't have anything. We just locked down, right? You had all that time to just do whatever the fuck you wanted. And I think that a lot of people, they self-sabotage their own lives basically just because they felt like they were in a cage. If you feel like you're in a cage, you're just going to like, I don't know, it's like weird, right? Like you're going to start drinking more. And that's exactly what I did. And I started drinking a ton. And it was just a filthy habit, right? And it's not a good one for any means. Like nobody wants to do that. I feel like it was just like because we were so trapped. But then it kind of carried on with me after that for a little while. Right now, I'm completely sober and I want to be sober for the rest of my life. I think alcohol is the most damaging thing to your brain and just the way you can kind of excel your life. If you want to excel your life, you don't drink alcohol. Don't drink it at all, because the downsides of it is so much. Like you're spending a ton of money. Oh man, you go to bed and you wake up with a hangover. Sometimes you puke. You say the wrong things. You just are stupid. And don't even get me started on the people who get in the car and go and drive, right? Like that is unbelievable. But they do. It's countless times they do. And you know what? Someone ends up dying because of it, right? Every fucking time. Like it's crazy. And I swear, like some people, they just don't understand. They don't get it. Like even if they get a DUI, they just don't get it. And they'll do it again, and they'll do it again, they'll do it again, until like somebody's dead and they're in prison. Like this is how crazy alcohol is. It's so addictive. I don't think people like mention it's so addictive. It might be the most addictive thing ever, besides maybe cigarettes and like other hard shit, right? But this one is like up there, bro. I'm telling you. And to be able to escape its grasp, it's tough, bro. It's a very challenging thing. It's all in the mind, though. It's a mindset. Just, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, you got to understand. I think, for me, I feel like some people are just really more, like, addicted to it, right? It's just in their DNA. They're just kind of like, they don't have that off switch. They can't say, I just don't want to. Like, I don't want to. I just want to pick my pieces up and move on. I feel like a lot of people, they just can't do that. And they just continue to just pour more and more down their throat, and it just adds up over time. Like it'll age you. It'll fucking, oh man, you can get cancer from it. Your liver, like just everything. You get a fatty liver from that, you won't recover. No. Once your liver gets to like a certain degree, of like fattiness, it's over for you. And you can die. Like liver, if you don't have a liver, you're dead. Like literally, like you die. It's actually crazy. It's the one thing in your body that it's very hard to get a liver transplant. Like that's one of the hard ones. Same with the heart. But it's one of those ones where if you're really good to your body, it'll treat you very well as well. You know, drink some lemon water, just drink a lot of water in general, and just take care of yourself. Like go to a sauna. You know, there's a gym I go to. It's got a freaking sauna. I'll go sit there sometimes and detox from. I mean, I'm not drinking, right? I'm just detoxing my body from like other things. So you can keep that in mind too. Like if anyone's listening to this and like, oh, what's a great way to kind of bleed out the alcohol? Well, you can go sit in the sauna, you know, and that'll do wonders for you. It's good for the skin. It's good for a lot of things, you know. It's good for your hair. I also think that alcohol dehydrates you so much that, you know, there's a possibility of hair loss. There's that as well. What else does it do? It's just so bad. Like people look at you like a bomb ass motherfucker. And like I wouldn't date a girl who's an alcoholic. I just wouldn't do it. I don't even date smokers. Like I think it's gross. I'm at a point where like I don't want to date anybody who's an alcoholic or a smoker. I think those two things are just a turn off, or like a drug user. Just think about it, right? Why would you want? How could you trust that? How could you actually trust that, right? What if like they run out of money and they start taking your shit just to sell it? Like you have to have these conscious thoughts through your head. Like you're not dating a normal person at that point. Like I know they've got issues. Like I used to have issues, but you have to work through them. And alcohol is one of those things. It just suppresses all your issues. It suppresses everything and it pushes it downwards. And you don't actually fix anything. You don't fix anything. And then it's compounding over time. Like they say time heals, but in this way, time is actually unhealing you. It's actually doing damage, right? Think of it that way. The time itself, when they say time heals, it's the opposite. So say the opposite, right? As you drink more, it's the total opposite effect on your body. It's reversing. It's just damaging you more and more, poisoning your body to a point where it's like people commit suicide, right? I don't want to say that word, but like they do. They, you know, take care of themselves that way. It's not good. I think it's crazy shit, but alcohol is one of those things that just does all that. And if anyone is like struggling out there, just keep in mind that like there's a lot more people who have done that and are going through that. And I do think like some people do need dry up centers. They really do. I think they do. A lot of people do actually. There's a very few amount of people that can do it alone. They just can't do it. I think 90% of people just they can't do it alone. They have to be around to tell the stories that are on their minds. If they do not tell the stories that are on their minds to other people who have stories and are not going to laugh at them and are not going to make fun of them for what they have to say, then there is a chance. There's a chance that they will be heard, and, you know, the welcomingness of that group will take care of them in a good way. And I think that's really important for them and their mental health. Like it all stems from mental health. Like if your mental health is not good, then you're going to be doing some weird shit, right? A lot of drug addicts, it's mental health. Like they don't like their life, like maybe high school. Like sometimes it stems from high school too. Like they'll just do it, right? They'll be peer pressured into it. And then, oh, they're like 25 now, 30. They're still doing it. It's like, you know, you kind of screwed yourself. So there's one more point I want to get to is I think the legal drinking age is actually wrong. I think it's completely wrong. In your 20s, you should not be able to buy anything. In my opinion, it had to be, let's say you can buy alcohol legally, 30. 30 is a point where your life should be set up. You should make that choice. You should have everything you need as a healthy individual. Your brain is developed. Everything is good. 30 years old, you've went through school, you've done what you needed to do. At that point, I feel like you should be able to make that decision. to get it, right? I wouldn't say get rid of alcohol. Like, I mean, a lot of people would freak the hell out and they wouldn't allow that anyway. So that's not ever going to happen. And it makes a ton of money. Like the companies, they make a ton of money off, you know, selling their shit. So yeah, that's a big problem as well. But I think the legal drinking age should be 30. And I stand by that because in your 20s, you're not fully developed. And especially in your teens, like you're, you know, 19, 18, when people really start, it's very damaging. And especially if you do get drunk a few times or if you keep doing it, like you go to parties. I've known so many people that just did parties back then. I never was one of those people, but I did catch myself later on in life, like I said, with COVID and a little bit before that. Like I drank a little bit before COVID and then it just kind of spiraled out of control. It was the weirdest thing, but just own up to those mistakes and just be a better person in general. And life will start treating you better. I promise you. Treat your body right and life will treat you right. That's just it, man. You know, you won't make stupid decisions because you're always aware of your surroundings. You're always aware of like your decisions you're making. Hell, you're going to be sleeping better at night because you didn't spend that money and you got it saved now. Oh yeah, it's amazing. Although there's another video I want to make about money and I'll probably make that soon, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's kind of a rant about alcohol, but I needed to get it off my chest because I really can't stand the substance and I think it should go away completely, but that's not up to me. And a lot of people probably would disagree with me, but hey, that's what it is. It takes a lot of lives away from other people and it's not a good thing. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this and like and subscribe if you guys want more. I will continue to make these little rant videos. Okay, thanks guys.